Hello, I'm Yutaka Watanabe, a certified tax accountant. Welcome to the channel. Tax Accountant Nabe solves your money problems. Today, I'll talk about tax audit for sole proprietors. If you receive a notice tomorrow saying we will be conducting a tax audit at your place for business, what would you do? Just thinking about it can make you nervous, right? In fact, many people feel their heart rate races just hearing the words tax audits. So today, I will clearly and simply explain tax audits, which are definitely not someone else's problem, especially for freelancers and sole proprietors. First, let's start with the basics. What exactly is a tax audit? A tax audit is a procedure in which a tax office official auditors visits taxpayer to verify whether the tax return has been filed correctly. There are two main types of audits. One is a voluntary audit, which is the most common type, where the auditor contacts you in advance and schedules a visit. The other is a compulsory audit, often referred to as a tax investigation or raid conducted with a court warrant and sometimes featured on television. Most sole proprietors will only expense the voluntary type. So let's focus on understanding that. Of course, receiving a sudden notice can be stressful, but don't worry. If you understand the key point and prepare properly, there is nothing to fear. So, who is more likely to be selected for a tax audit? This is not random. Tax authorities select targets based on data. Trigger 1. Rapid increase in revenue. For example, if your revenue jumps from 3 million yen last year to over 10 million yen this year, tax authorities may take notice. They may wonder whether your expense calculations and reporting have kept up with your rapid growth. Trigger 2. Failure to file tax returns. Non-filing status. This is a major risk. Continuing to not file tax returns is essentially like telling the tax office, please audit me. If you discovered additional penalties, such as non-filing penalties and late payment, tax will be imposed. Trigger 3. Unusual expense ratios. Compared to similar business, tax authorities have industry benchmark. If your expenses are unusually high or your profit margin is significantly low compared to others in the same industry, it may trigger an audit. So, what exactly do auditors look for? Let's take a closer look from their perspective. Compared to corporations, sole proprietors often have simple bookkeeping. Precisely because of that, auditors carefully check for basic errors. The two most important points are whether all revenue has been properly reported, whether personal expenses are mixed into business expense. These 2 points can significantly affect the outcome of the audit. For example, auditors will check whether meals with friends or family trips are incorrectly recorded as business expense, or whether cash income has been omitted from the book. Even small assumptions like this should be fine can become major issues during an audit. So how should you prepare? First, organize your receipt and invoices on a daily basis. You should be able to clearly explain when, where, with whom, and for what purpose each expense was incurred. Second, respond honestly during the audit. If you are unsure, it is perfectly fine to say, "I will confirm and get back to you." Providing accurate information is far more important than giving vague answers. Third, consult a tax accountant when needed. A professional can assist you during the audits, making communication smoother and giving you peace of mind. There is nothing wrong with relying on an expert. It is right decisions. By maintaining clean and accurate records and being proactive in seeking professional help when necessary, there is nothing to fear about a tax audit. Your daily record becomes your strongest defense. In a sense, your bookkeeping is a letter to your future self, an honest record of your decisions. Finally, let me ask you one question. If someone asked to see your book right now, could you confidently present them immediately? That readiness is the best preparation for a tax audit. Today, I talked about tax audits for solo proprietors. Today, I talked about tax audits for proprietors. For more information, please visit www.watanabeyutaka.com investigation. I will continue sharing insights on money-related topics. So, please subscribe to Tax Accountant Nabe solves your money problems. Thank you.